Hello. Thanks again for stopping by. How you doing? Hope you're all right. I'm all right. It's all right then. Lovely jubbly. Been up in the loft, having a bit of a tinker. And I thought it's about time I got my arse in gear and got that bloody pickups video done. Because we have a new console. Oh! And we have a few bits of retro. So it's about time I did my pickups video. Bloody head's on fire. Been out today with a boy. My niece gave him a Segway balance boardy thing where you stand on it and balance and lean forward to go forward, lean back to go back, twist, turn. He's had me walk the whole length of the Clacton seafront to the pier, get an ice cream, get a tub of chicken, as you do, and then walk back. Oh, my days. And the sun wasn't really out today. It was sort of really overcast when we were out doing our walking, or waddling. But still managed to get burnt up. Oh, it's stinging like a good one. A fucking looking boatful. Yes. Needing a bit extra protein. Protein shake, 53 grams. And a fair old bit of carbs as well. Needing that tonight. Oh. Orgasmic. So, a little while back, did mention invest in a new console. And the whole idea behind this console was basically just to enjoy times with the boy. Mainly go for 2-player games. And really, have some fun. Just for shits and giggles. And creating memories. I'm a gamer. He's a gamer. We love our games. So I've got a console for basically for us to play 2-player on. And I'm, already this week, he stayed with me for a few days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And we haven't done a great deal. But we've spent time with each other. And that's what counts. It's not a case of, as he used to always be, sort of in his bedroom, doing his own thing. And now he's in the front room and we're playing games together, interacting, having a bloody good giggle. And quite often he's kicking my ass at games. So this games console I've got, it's a beauty. Everyone's seen them. Everyone's probably had one and got one, knows all about it. It is technically kind of current gen, but it's not. Now, there's been some real highs with the console in terms of playing it, enjoying it. I'm really impressed by it. Fucking love it. Feels good in the hands. Oh, yes. But there's been some big time lows with it as well. And it's got me thinking differently, I must admit. Now, this console, we've all seen them for the last 7 years or so, and I bet you can't guess what it is. A lot of people were saying GameCube. Bloody GameCube? That's not even a console, is it? It's like a kid's toy. Bloody hell. It is a switchy Rooney. Now, everyone seems to be getting the OLED in the white version. I must admit I was tempted by the Zelda, and I really love that edition. But you can't really buy it easily anymore. And I didn't want to buy it online on some ropey site that's probably here today, gone tomorrow. So I thought I need to get it from somewhere established. And I thought, I was close to thinking about CEX. I had to do some wheeling and dealing. Had some big expenses, got some big bills come in. So I've had to do some wheeling and dealing. But I made my mind up. I thought, sod it, I'll get it from Argos. I've got so much from there in the past. You can stretch it out on the old Argos card. Beautiful, lovely. And I thought, they did have one Zelda edition left at Southend when I first started looking. And then I was divvying, and I'm fucking terrible for it. I'm sort of sitting there thinking, shall I get it? Shan't I get it? And then it went out of stock. It got sold. So I thought, everyone's getting the white edition OLED. and you see them on Facebook Marketplace, they're 10 a penny, they're absolute rinsed. So I thought I've got to go for something a bit different. So we got the Mario edition, and it's a cool edition, really chuffed with it. I must admit the screen is beautiful. This one's got the old little Mario on the back and the coins along the back, and but it's the main thing is a lot of my front room is red, and it goes a treat. Although the fucking leads that they come with, you couldn't get shorter leads. So where I've wanted it to go, next to the Xbox on like a Kallax type unit, it can't go. It's had to sit right in front of me fucking soundbar, and then I can't adjust the soundbar properly because it needs to sit forward, so I've got to do all this with the fucking remote, stand there on one leg, fucking finger up my bum and getting all excited, knocking the old camera around. So yeah, that needs to be sorted out. But we've been blasting this. I've got a few games. The boy's got a few games. He's got a Switch Lite, so already he's got a few of the good ones. And he recently got Mario Kart, and we had a good blast on that the other day, and a great fun. Real, just fucking quality time. So absolutely loving it. It's been a great addition, which kind of leaves me thinking, the idea with it was I was just going to buy all the racing games, a few platformers, eventually buy all the racing games, that is, and a few platformers, something that if I, had a bit of time, I could have a little tickle at. But basically it's just about 2-player all the way. Get loads of fighting games on it, car racing games, a few platformers we can play together, and just have fucking good times. It's all about the smiles. So yeah, been a great addition in that regard. So as I say, I get it from Argos, and basically I order a couple of games, couple of cheeky games, and I'm thinking, oh, and I'm having a look through, and Mr. Switcher Rooney, old Scott Marathon Gaming, loves his Switch, and basically sold me on the idea of one of these games. But so I get these games. It works out 2 for 20 quid. You can't go wrong. Bargain. So I look on the picture, and 2 for 20 quid. And I'm thinking, oh, fucking right result. He was raving about that game, old Marathon Gaming, Scotty 2 Hottie. And that game was Gear Shifters. It's like a racing, top-down, shoot-'em-up, come racer. And it did look great fun. And I know he's always so enthusiastic about the bloody Switch. But he basically sold this to me, and I thought, oh, bloody got to get at that, get a load of that, because it's kind of retro inspired but up to date graphic. I mean, it's great. It is great fun, real cool game. I've had many a blast on it already. And then I thought I need something else, and looking through, and it turned out to be. I thought, what do I get? Just what do I get? And then I'm looking through and I'm thinking, well, I've got to get some sort of platformer. I've got to get a platformer I have a little giggle at. So I chose this. Now, I've already got it or already had it on the Xbox, which is new Super Lucky's Tale. And I must admit, as per usual, standard, I've played it for about 45 minutes, never gone back to it, thought it was good, but that's about as far as I got. So I've got 2 games, and I thought, I can made up with that, 20 quid, right touch. So I get home, and I get undoing the console and setting it all up, and I'm thinking, oh, whack it on charge, oh, getting all excited. And I thought, no, I'll save before I start pulling all the telly out and putting the leads in and mucking about. We'll just plug it in. I'll charge it up, use it in handheld mode, and start setting it up. So I've set up a Nintendo account all by myself. And it's come to getting the games in. So I've, bearing in mind these have come from Argos. They had a dirty, great fucking Argos label pretty much covering the front of it. All sealed, obviously. but a dirty big label covering on both games, covering the front with the Argos code number. So I've then opened it up and I've gone, what the fuck? And I'm thinking, they proper done me up here. Where's the cartridge? Where's my fucking cartridge gone? So I'm scratching my head and I'm thinking, well, how's that? I've just unsealed it. What's all that about? And then I go to the next one. And then I realise it's got fucking bit of paper there saying download code. And so I'm looking around it, and then I've spot on the front, download code only, no game inside. So what the fuck is that all about? It's just a box with a bit of paper in. Well, what fucking good is that to me? So, so I was proper pissed. I was fucking raging. Being a collector, I'm thinking, you cheeky bastards. And then I've looked on the Argos listing, and to be fair, it does say fucking download code. But it's a new one on me, and it's a proper piss take as well, in my idea. Fucking buying a box and a bit of paper, taking the piss. So they're in the collection. I can't do anything with them, can't sell them on, can't do fuck all about it. Modern gaming. What a load of wank that is. Sorry for the language, but fuck my life. It's a piss take. But then as I've started to add some games, I've thought, well, they're always on the console. I haven't got to take my little cartridges everywhere I go because they're already on it. So I thought, well, that ain't a bad idea for a certain few games. So anyway, me and the boy are out, and every day he wants to go fucking CEX game. Anywhere that does Switch games, he wants to have a look. So we've got some more. We've got some more editions. And these editions are actually games that are download code only. So I thought, why not? Now, this was at a game, £5. We've had many a good blast on this, and it's been great fun. But again, download code only. But it's on the system. I should just fucking throw these away now, to be honest. Waste of space. So disheartening. Being a collector, you fucking get an empty box with a bit of paper in it. So yeah. No shit, that is. So I do need to be careful when buying games now, when buying them new at least anyway, that they've actually got a cartridge. Piss take. And the next one I thought, ooh, now I do love this series of games, and hopefully there's another one. They bring them out again, because not again, but develop them further, because the story of the first two absolutely had me hooked. BioShocks. Now I've got them on the 360, I've got them on the Xbox One, and I've got them on this now. And it's download code, so it's on the system. It's there whenever I want to play it. Forever it will stay. So why not? I can't remember how much it was. It was only a cheap one, but I thought, why not? Treat yourself. So it's on the system. Does mean I'm going to need a big memory chip on this system though, because I think I've almost filled it up now. And then me and the boy, we've been getting through the collection. A few bits of the Xbox One have gone. Basically some fodder and some old bits and bobs. And Dad, they'll give you this for that. No, boy, I don't want to get rid of all that. So I've got some more games. And again, with it in mind, 2-player is where it's at. Smash Brothers. Now, when he was a youngster, kind of just before COVID hit, I bought a Switch, and I think I spent about £500 on a Switch, loads of games, and built up a fair sized collection. I think I had about 20 games in the end. But in all honesty, we didn't really use it that much. Me and the boy would sort of set it up on the sofa, sit on the floor, set it up on the sofa and have a bit of two-player. A bit of Mario Kart, bit of Smash Brothers. But it didn't really get the use. And then as he's got older, he just gravitated towards his bedroom and he played his games like the Xbox. And so we didn't really use it, surprisingly. So sold it all off. Pretty much got most of my money back on it, I think I did. Apart from the console, lost out a bit on that, but standard. But so this is a game. He's gone back to his mum's now. So this is a game we're going to play next time. Super Smash Brothers. We did love that. It was good fun. So looking forward to playing that. And then I've thought, oh, now that would really keep me entertained. And it's a series of games that the first game is probably one of my favourite games ever. It's got to be up there. It's definitely, all day long, it's probably top 5 of my top games ever. And I thought, I've never actually played more than about 5 minutes to make sure the old disc worked. Part of my GameCube collection years ago, Mario Sunshine. And then again, I played probably about an hour and a half of the Mario Galaxy on a Wii when I had it. So I got this series. Now, CEX won about 65 quid for this. I think it was a timed release in terms of it was only sold for, I don't know the full history, you guys know more than me, but it was sold for about 6 months or a year or something, and then taken off the shelves and not sold anymore. But what a great series of games. And I've started up Super Mario 64, and I'm going to go from one to the next to the next, so it's going to fucking take me decades to do. But I'm already, I think, 11 stars in on Super Mario World, and I'm fucking absolutely loving it. Absolutely brilliant. I do feel the old, in handheld, because I tend to play it in handheld mode the most, but I do feel it's a bit twitchy. It's a bit overly sensitive on the old thumbsticks on the switcheroonie. So, but I mean, it plays great. It looks great, and so nostalgic. It was only, I think it was last year, I set a Japanese N64 up and tried to navigate through Super Mario Japanese version, but because with each level, as you jump into the sort of warp world picture, it comes up with what the stars mean, what you're aiming to get, and then of course in Japanese didn't have a fucking clue as to what I was doing. So I was having to go on YouTube, work out for that level, right, the star number 2, 3, 4, 5, to work out what the hell I was doing. So it was hard work, so I ended up jacking that in. But now I've got back to it and I'm fucking loving it. Absolutely loving it. So really chuffed. Now we had a mad dash visit to Nerd Base the weekend and nipped over to Ali's as well. It was a flying visit because I really wanted to go to Miso's, but there weren't the time in the day. So gutted there. So we've got to get to Miso's next time. But had a look at Nerd Base. The boy had some pocket money, so he had a sort of an aim of what he wanted to get, and it was a mad dash to Smith's after as well. We just got in time for there because he wanted a tech deck, Super Bowl thing, tech deck, and Christ, it'd have been the end of the world if we didn't get there in time. But yeah, we had good fun perusing around Nerd Base. It was kind of a last minute thing, so we got there, then we got over to Ali's. Ali weren't there. There was another guy running the show. I think he usually runs the other side of things, like the more the models, the figures and that sort of thing in the other part. Anyway, always friendly enough. Seen him many a time, but we're having a little look round, and the boy picks up. What did he pick up? Tony Hawk's skateboarder, because he's into this tech deck thing. He's everything skateboarding all of a sudden. So he picked up Tony Hawk's skateboarder on the Game Boy Color. How random is that? So and he said he's been playing it like free play mode and he's fucking loving it. It's really good apparently. He got a Game Boy off John Retro Kit. Must have been a couple of years ago. He was gifted a Game Boy Color and a Pokemon game off Retro Kit. Ever so nice. Rest in peace. And all the best to him and his family. Because, you know, what a legend. He just sent that as a... H will love this. I've got something coming in the post for him. So, yeah, bless his heart. So, yeah, so he's been playing that. And I managed to pick up another Switcheroonie game for me, which I ain't even played yet. I haven't even put it in the system. And that one is Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath. Now, it's strange because I was only going to... I put this on the other day on the modified original Xbox console I've got. And I literally just switched that on to play that. And then I got a call from H, a video call from H. So I switched it all off to concentrate on the call. But I was just about to have a play on the original version on the Xbox. And it got me fruity for having a go at this. And then I see this, and it was a bit over a tenner, I think, this game. And I thought, it's got to be done. I thought, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go, and then I probably won't keep it. I'll trade it, do something with it. But Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath HD. And now I've seen they do a whole Oddworld collection on the Switcheroonie, which has got... I can't remember what the other ones were now. Abe's, Oddworld, Abe's, Odyssey. No, that was PS1. Odyssey and Exodus. I don't know, fucking knows. Anyway, the other Xbox game is on it. In a Oddworld collection. But this will do me for now. This will scratch that itch. So yes, I'm really loving the Switch OLED. Oh, the Switcheroonie. So yeah, it's been great fun. The boy's been getting some new Switch games. He's loving, what's he playing at the moment? He's playing Metroid. He's just got the Metroid free remaster. I think it's an old Wii game. But he said, I think it's better than Halo. And I'm like, oi, that's getting a bit saucy. So he's really enjoying that anyway. So I've got some retro. Not a lot of retro because I've, you know, limited funds as ever. I've been ducking and diving, wheeling and dealing, trading a few bits here and there, selling a few bits here and there. And I was looking through the collection, and I'm terrible, fucking terrible for it, because I keep having a look at eBay and what's going and my lists and trying to confirm what I need, or what's in the list that I still need, and keep an eye out, particularly on NES carts, for ones that I still need or that are up on eBay that you can sling an offer at. Just new titles that I haven't seen. And anyway, this all of a sudden, and now I've always known this to be an FRA, a French version cartridge, and I've never seen the, let me just check on it, the Mattel version GBR label. Never. In all my, 15 years of collecting hardcore, I've never seen this on eBay or out in the wild at all. And apart from FRA labelled. So, and a lot of people get it FRA labelled because it is technically PAL. It ticks it off the list. But this game, and I found this one, and I slung an offer. I thought, fuck my life, I've got to get that. I didn't even realise it was about. So I've slung an offer, and then I've seen another one pipe up on eBay. And the other one is 45 quid plus postage. Whereas this one, I managed to get this, I think this was about 30 quid. But this is Kid Icarus. Now it's a lovely condition, beautiful condition, but essentially it's got on there Mattel version GBR labelled. So Kid Icarus. It's a free screw. Fucking, not that that makes any difference. It's got a sleeve with it as well, which needs to go because I don't keep them. All mine go in little baggies, so you can see the beauty of the cartridge. Because that, for me, is the most nostalgic thing, is seeing the cartridge. Yeah, baby. So my collection is just all cartridges. But yeah, Kid Icarus. I can't remember ever playing this, so I'm gonna have to tap it up on the old Retron or Xbox, whatever I've got it on it, to emulate it and have a go and have a blast, because yeah, it's got to be done. So Kid Icarus. Now the next one, or the next two games, basically I'm going mad on my wish lists, looking through with my black book of needs, basically wish listing, putting everything on my wish list, the cheapest possible, the best sort of condition, and keeping an eye on things, because quite often you get a little note from the seller to say, oh, you can have 5% off, 10% off, or she sent you an offer. So I thought, fucking bang it on the old wish list, play the game. And now this one I see, and this game has eluded me for bloody ages. It's a Mega Drive game, and it's one of the last 40 I need. Now I'm getting to a point where collecting is a struggle, as it is for most of us, because the fucking prices have gone through the roof with most stuff, or the rarity. So I can't be stretching out to boxed complete and mint and lovely on every single game I need. I just can't fucking do it. And there's certain games that I'm not too bothered about whether I have the manual or not, but I still like them in decent enough condition. And everything's got to be original, otherwise it don't even meet the shelves. So this game, I've got a few, and I've still got them in my wish list. The cheapest I can find it on eBay, and you do get them in the retro game shops, but I don't travel far and wide. I sort of get to the other side of Essex, and that's about does me, and they've never had it in all the times I've been looking. So my next solution is to go on eBay and have a look, and generally this is a £65 game plus postage, and I've not seen it for any less, and it's kept creeping up and up and up. So this game was up a lot cheaper, and I managed to swipe it for, I think it was 30 quid in the end. I slung a cheeky offer. You've got to sling a cheeky offer now and again. But it's got no manual. It's got a hang tab. But it is Second Samurai. Now, it's not one of the best games ever. It's not, and I must admit, all of these games, it's quite a shitty sort of inlay in terms of the artwork. It don't really grab me. It is an original inlay. It is the original game, but it's just that it's missing the manual. So it looks to be a side-scrolling sort of platform fighter. The cartridge is in decent condition, but yes, it's missing the manual. But beggars can't be choosers. Like I say, it's 30 quid against, if it was complete, maybe a little bit prettier, it would be 65 quid. So with regards to me and budgeting, I would rather spend 30 rubs on that, and then that's 30 odd quid in the pot towards the next one that I can get cheaper as well. So, but from the same seller, I've been looking through, and I've recently had a tot up of the old Master System collection. Much appreciated if you watch that video. But basically, I've got a pal, John, Colchester John. He's new to the collecting Master System game. But basically, he's new to it all. So there's a lot of games where I need the manuals. And there's a lot of games where well, there's a few games I could do with like nicer inlays, but certainly I need a lot of manuals. And quite often I'm now finding that it's easier, or it's more possible for me to pick up the whole game cheap and I'll just donate it. If I get my copy, I'll donate to John, or I'll see if he wants a swap for some cheeky hang tab boxes or manuals I need or what have you. I've got games there that I can just send his way. It helps him out with his collection. It's lovely to see someone new to it sort of putting in the effort, researching what games are about, you know, and getting all enthusiastic about it. And I think he's up to about, fucking hell, he must be up to about probably 15 odd games, 15, 20 games already. And he's only been collecting for it a couple of weeks. So yeah, if I can help out in any way. So this game I bought from the same seller. I chucked in a real stupid cheeky offer because I thought, well, it's a no-brainer for him. He's only needing to send out one parcel with the 2 games in. So it's a touch for him. So hopefully he'll accept a cheeky offer. Now this game, I've got this game absolutely mint, but it's in, I've got the box set, was it the Master System, the Plus set, which is the Mark II console with the Zapper. Yeah, it's got the Zapper set, and then it's got the Operation Wolf with the console. So I've got it mint, complete in that, but I've got to get another version. So my version was missing the manual. It's not mint at all by any means, my version, but this one is an absolute cracker. So we've got manual, we've got poster, cheeky poster. We've got hang tab, the inlay's beautiful. See, we've got a Sega sticker on the top and the back. So this one's going in my collection, and I'm going to gift my version, Operation Wolf, to John as a freebie. Over the years, he's sold me so many games, and yeah, and done me good deals all the way through. So, you know, play it forward and all that business. So I'm going to send him my one, or drop it off next time I'm over Colchester way. So yeah, so I managed to complete one game on the Master System collection, and yeah, but I'm looking at it now, and I am thinking, although I've cut my unit down to really make the most of the space, I need to see, watching back my video, basically looking at the collection, fucking half of it's double parked, so you can't see half of the games. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to have a fanny about, and I don't know how, or don't know. I need to sort out, have a ponder, spend some time up here and all that, as you do. Basically, spend some time up here and work out how I'm going to sort out this collection, because I want to see every single spine I've got on the Master System. A little bit like the Mega Drive, they're sort of stacked up, so but I can see pretty much most of the side work, artwork, the spines. But that's a collection of sort of 500 games. Master System's a collection of, I think, 265, because I'm missing a few. So yeah, it'd be nice to see them all, see the spineage, definitely. So yeah, that's all for this month, August 24. I will be ticking a few Switch games off the list to get to play with H. There is a couple more, Crash Team Racing, and if you can think of any 2-player crazy ass fun games for the Switch, put them in the comments, please do, because I've not really bothered with Nintendo, apart from the old NES, Super Famicom, but I've not really bothered with Nintendo for years. So the way I look at the Switch, it's just rehashed games generally that were out on the Wii, the Wii U, and I've kind of missed that whole sort of generation, that whole sort of set for the Switch as to what's available. So it'd be nice to know. So Marathon Gaming, give me some ideas. 2-player games that are essential on the system. Be much appreciated. So yeah. Now, once I'm all spent this month, fucking typical. Basically, once you're all maxed out, spent up, jobs are good and you're content with what you got, you're thinking, right, now it's the rat race till the next payday, and I get a cheeky message late one evening off a buddy saying, right, me old mucker, I'm ready to flog that game now. Are you up for it? I think, oh, shit. But we've worked out a deal. We're stretching out the old terms. But there will be a big hitter entering the collection. Basically, I'm counting down the days already. But there is going to be a big hitter adding to the collection. Again, standard. A lot of wheeling and dealing goes on behind the scenes, trust me. And by that, I mean a lot of buying, selling, and then fine-tuning the collection a bit, nicking a few bits out, selling a few bits, basically to fund, so I'm not digging deep in the pockets for games that I do want or stuff that I'm more interested in. So I've got to get to work to add this huge hitter, and I can't wait. So yeah, so I'm going to keep my eyes and ears and head down and get to not spending and saving and wheeling and dealing so that I can have plenty of money in the pot to be able to get this big hitter coming up. So yeah, can't wait for that. Anyway, it's getting a bit late now, so I better go down and eat some more. Keeping up with me eating every 2.5 hours or so is killing me. Slowly, it's fucking killing me. But all in the name of beauty, innit, eh? I must say quick before I go, I know I'm rambling, waffling, just quickly, thanks a lot for getting involved in my video, a couple of videos back. Loads of people have done some VRs and it's been great watching. I'm such a nosy bugger behind the scenes and I love to hear you talking about your collections, what's, whys and hows you collect, and basically to see the nostalgia come back. So it's nice to, because my favourite sort of video is just someone like my videos. Fucking Billy No Mates sat in front of a phone or camera and just talking. Nothing special, just talking about what you're interested in, getting excited about, you know, the hobby as such, and just keeping it Billy basic. So yeah, thanks again for all the subs and the likes and the comments and basically getting involved with the VRs. It's been brilliant, really has. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now and move swiftly on. Laters, peoples. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.